Hello guys, Neon here. I know it's been a while since I made a power scaling video, but I finally had the motivation to make another power scaling video. Now this was originally planned to be uploaded way back into September, but due to personal issues with voices and using my only free time on editing, I never got around to do it. Now I personally picked this matchup over another planned power scaling video I wanted to do because I have more knowledge on these two series over the others. Not to mention, the new Animation vs Animator episode coming out pretty much revived this matchup for me. Anyways, I think you know the drill. I will look over these guys' stats, abilities and weaknesses to see who will win in a fight. Before I move on, I recommend you subscribe since these videos take a lot of time to make, going from scripting to research to editing. Now then, let's begin. Alan was having a real hard time dealing with his creation, the same one who recently escaped from slavery to exact his revenge on Alan. Meet the Chosen One, a powerful being who was ready to bring his master to justice. And he was doing a great job at that. Dear God, the amount of times Alan tried to kill this man was beyond just a simple fight. Everything was going downhill for Alan. That was until the latter had a last-ditch effort to finally bring an end to his oppressor. The Dark Lord, a stick figure who was created by Alan to kill and defeat the Chosen One as well as match his powers. The Dark Lord is the main antagonist of Animation vs Animator Season 2 and now recently, Season 3. Like I said, he is not one to be underestimated. Despite his defeat to the Chosen One in Animation vs Animator 3, he was created and is shown to match the likes of the Chosen One, who caused a massive explosion which was calculated to be around 20 tons of TNT, otherwise small building. Not to mention he fully tanked blast from the Awakened Second Coming, which was calculated at best to be large mountain level plus. Is that his best? Surprisingly not. In one of Alan reaction videos, Alan implied the Dark Lord to be superior to King Orange, a being who in Animation vs Minecraft 25, with one Minecraft icon alone threatened to destroy the entire Minecraft universe with a black hole. The Minecraft cosmology houses 3 dimensions, the Nether, and the Overworld. It was stated in King Orange's book that the Overworld is infinite, and seeing how the Nether and the End should have similar properties to the latter, this feat should scale all the way up to high universal. But at his peak, when King Orange merged the 2 Minecraft icons, he made a black hole capable of destroying 12 universes. This would essentially upscale the Dark Lord into those low multiversal ranges. However, this can be upscaled to multiversal to even multiversal plus if we consider the Hypixel servers and every other Minecraft player. After his alliance and eventual betrayal from the Chosen One, the Dark Lord created the Veraband, a wristband capable of enhancing his stats and have full control of his corrupted army of Verabots. With that, he was finally able to surpass both the Chosen One and Alan, with the former being able to fly across the internet to and back at speeds over Mach 2000, otherwise massively hypersonic plus. But he would eventually meet his demise when he unintentionally awakened the Second Coming's powers, and dear God, look at that mess. Later down the line, however, he was resurrected by his Verabots, and create a tag team with Victim to finish the job on the Stick Gang once and for all. The Dark Lord has tremendous abilities, ranging from fire manipulation all the way to existence seizure. Not to mention, with the enhancement of his Veraband, he is able to use Damaku, creation, telepathy, and reflect attacks. Just some things to clarify, however, before we reach end of this segment, is the other scans or feats that I previously missed. It's unknown of the size of the websites that the Dark Lord and the Chosen One destroyed across the internet, but going by what we saw in Animation vs Animator, they could be at the size of a town or city. The duo also destroyed Alan's computer, which also has no definitive mass. Whilst there are some counts suggesting its small building level, people may interrupt it as an entire universe, putting the duo all the way up to Universal Plus. It is ambiguous, though, therefore making it unreliable. Finally, in terms of speed, the reason why I didn't use the massively FTL Plus scan is because the canonicity of Animation vs arcade games is questionable. Despite that, no matter how many times you will try to stop him, he will always come back, and he will make sure he will complete his now new mission: destroy and conquer the entirety of the internet. In the far universe, in a land called Mage, SMG0 and his friend, Fred, was living peacefully and happily until an incident involving corrupted memes ruining their land, forcing Zero to leave and be met with the God Box, a place located beyond our universe and in the great beyond. Upon wishing for the better, the God Box would be made with Niles. a being made to help SMG0, and together they created both the internet graveyard and the meme cycle. However, in search for answers about himself, Niall's mind was corrupted by the God Box, which resulted in the death of Fred and the forced fusion, creating if not the most strongest SMG4 villain, Eldritch SMG0. SMG0 is the main antagonist of the SMG4 cosmology arc and an entity blinded by the idea of the perfect universe. Like his opponent, SMG0 has kept up and beaten some of the top tiers in his verse. He should scale the Mario who was able to uppercut Mario heads who could destroy the Earth twice. A planet-level feat. In one of the SMG4 bloopers video, Mario created a time machine which can destroy the very existence of his universe. The latter can also keep up with Master Hand, a being who could create universes with ease, landing Mario and essentially Zero in the low multiversal ranges. This is also backed up by the fact that SMG1 stated Zero had already destroyed many universes before encountering the SMG4 universe. At his best though, Zero can exist in the great beyond, a place that exists outside of the universe, putting him around at least low complex multiversal. During the near-end Genesis arc, Eldritch SMG0 succeeded his goal by corrupting Mario and beginning to create his universe. The SMG4 crew who managed to escape from captive rushed in to finally put to end the Zero's wrath. During the final episode of the Genesis arc, that being WOTFI 2021, Eldritch SMG0 had shown to keep up with those who can match SMG4 Mario, who was able to travel to the Sun in 4 seconds, and SMG4 who could travel from Earth to Uranus in 2 seconds. The latter needed to be traveling at best, 7.2 billion times for the speed of light to achieve that kinda of feat, upscaling Zero massively. Once the Eldritch Zero split after his defeat in WOTFI 2020, Niles decided to posses to Melanie to get to SMG0's universe to fuse back with Zero. Whilst the Niles did fuse back together, the reborn Eldritch SMG0 was ultimately defeated once again, with Niles and SMG0 coming to reason and eventually giving up. Throughout the cosmology arc, Zero has shown to have a lot of abilities that we should count for. He has energy projection, VFR, telekinesis, body control, and he is able to transport people into the backrooms or trap them in his Guardian Pod. Heck, one of his trump cards involves his army of dead memes in which he can manipulate and control. These memes were able to harm SMG4 and SMG4 Mario, and during War of the Fat Italians 2021, they were used as a catalyst for the revival of Mario. Despite all that, SMG0 won't be forgotten. No matter what. Now that we got Eldritch Zero and TDL stats over and down with, let's see who would win. If you didn't pay attention, in terms of physical stats, Zero dominates. He outscales the Dark Lord and operates on a completely different tier than TDL in terms of attack potency and durability. Even if you say that King Orange affected every player's Minecraft world, which would bump the Dark Lord to Multiversal to even Multiversal Plus, it still isn't enough. It's also the same for their speed. The Chosen One's flight from the internet to Alan's computer and back doesn't come close to SMG4 traveling from Neptune to the Sun or Mario reaching the Sun, with a reminder this was only done in 2 and 4 seconds respectively. Let's take a look at their armies now. Whilst it is a supporting factor, it's still somewhat important. The Dark Lord uses his Verabots to subdue and defeat Alan and TCO during the Animation vs. Animator Season 2 finale, and SMG0 used his as an attempt to prevent the SMG4 crew from winning. The Dark Lord is incredibly intelligent, creating the Verabots for the specific purpose to corrupt and take over, whilst SMG0 just uses them as a roadblock or a last-ditch effort. Heck, the Verabots can even gain their own power-ups, and with that, the Dark Lord wins out in terms of armies. But now for their win cons. You may think that the Dark Lord's blade is an instant kill, making him the victor, but it isn't that simple. Characters like the Chosen One or Alan has shown to be resistant to the Dark Lord's blade, and seeing how SMG0 just operates on a higher level than both of them, it would take a while until he truly dies. Even so, the Dark Lord needs to land a hit to deal damage, and he is already struggling with that too. Despite this applying to TDL's Verabots and his Danmaku, Zero is shown to vulnerable to surprise attacks due to his size. It's even a reason why he lost to Melanie and the SMG4 crew in WOTFI 2020. Even so, we haven't even mentioned SMG0 win cons yet, which are much more simpler. Other than his much more higher levels of attack potency and speed, Zero can trap the Dark Lord in his Guardian Pod, which is a certified win con cause it's practically impossible for TDL to escape. Even if he tried, he would need to learn how to use meme power effectively and would need a partner, which is impossible cause the Dark Lord doesn't have the knowledge for any of that nor have the proper prep time for it. Zero could also trap the Dark Lord in the backrooms. Despite it being a temporary win con, it would be enough time to essentially put the Dark Lord out of the fight. Now if we put these two in a stats list with their advantages and disadvantages against each other, Zero would probably be the decisive winner in the end. His more consistent feats alongside his much more effective win cons would make him the victor of this fight. If you made it this far, thanks. I appreciate the support. Despite this probably being the last power scaling video I make for a while now, feel free to put down any matchups you want, depending on my interest, and if I have the motivation I will consider. But with that out of the way, bye for now.